Hey folks, and welcome to my latest walk and talk from North Wallingham. What's that all about, I hear you say? Well, it's the northern part of Wallingham above the green as you look at it on a map. And I'm starting here, that's All Saints Church. I'm going to head down Church Lane for the first part. Wallingham Sports Club here on the left, that seems to have some activity going on, some building work. The football club was formed in 1896. And in the 1920s, the cricket club joined. There's also a period where the rugby club were involved here and played their matches here, but they moved away to nearer Hamsey Green. And I've done a separate video about that. So we're going to see some different areas that we wouldn't normally see, or that I've not quite fully covered in previous videos. Just to kind of join up from those bits that I've walked and talked before. And we go through this little footpath here. Borderline as to whether I went with the walking boots today, and I didn't. I think we'll be okay. It's interesting how all these various areas connect up actually. You sort of might visit them in different ways, and then one look at a map realises how well connected they are. Got the boards there, the sight boards for the cricket pitch there. Now, even though we're technically at the back of the Mint Walk playing area here, sneak peek, I'm actually going to loop round to that. So, usual three-pronged public footpath sign, I'm actually going to go this way. All will be revealed. Oh, very dark in here. It seems that as soon as August finishes and September starts and kids go back to school and the like, it just gets incredibly dark during the day. Just a little look through here. This is Elm Road here. I learnt my lesson on footpath navigation after the Tilling Down farm walk I did. So I now double check with the Surrey footpaths map to give me a fighting chance of not getting lost. And here we have Farleigh Road. That just goes up to Dining at 412, I think it's now called, if my eyes don't deceive me at the end, but we'll get there in a bit. I also decided that I would do a circuit of the green just to see what may have changed since the last time I had the camera in this area. There have been changes, there always is, over a period of time of course. And I actually had a request to do a walk in this area, so hopefully this meets the need or the request and ticks the boxes. This is I don't know, possibly a little known car park, but this is just behind the green. There's Norwood Aquarium there, some housing, so Warlingham Green car park. So quite small, but often you can get a space in there. Bullen Auto Engineers. I believe they've been there a little while. When I say a little while, I always mean a long while. Now Spear's Close, it's private, I'm not going to go down there, but that's all residential, it's a cul-de-sac, hence the name Close. And I believe that was mentioned on the comments on the previous video. So I respect privacy of a private road. We've got the Wallingham Community Library opposite. The Bullen sign there. And smoke that was the leather bottle. A nail place, I think it's been there for a little while now. The Scoop Company, very popular, they've been open for maybe a year, possibly two. And I think I'll cross by the old marker stone there. Yes, smoke. I think one of the videos I did that may have been worked on and not actually open. Fish and chip shop, India dining, Warlingham Veterinary Centre, Village News, formerly Frampton's, Warlingham Tandoori, and the Beauty Spa. And then an empty shop sadly here. Well, maybe some work going on in there, in the old cottages. Got the hair sanctuary on the corner. I'm going to cross over quick. Hurry up and cross. This is the old bank building, now open as the gallery, where I started my working life. Go back a bit, you can get a better idea. Not a huge amount changed in the architecture. I mean, they have made changes, but it's generally in keeping if you look at Canton's next door. I know on one of the videos they were just moving from Co-op to Tesco, so that's been in place for a while. King's Autos, and then dining at 412, which we saw a little bit earlier. And a well-known Crystal Palace player and England international has been spotted in there, Aberi Eze. And not a huge amount of change on that side. Flavours is closed, I noticed. We have been in there before, but the Church Hall and Cochrane's and Quick Save. So I won't walk on that side, because I want to head over the road for my next leg of the walk. So heading down Farleigh Road. Quick pan around for those that maybe want to remember the area. And again, if you've kept up to date with the videos, not a huge amount of change there. Much of what I discovered during research actually takes place just up here where we're heading to now. So I'm going to go down Farleigh Road and round a little bit, pointing out a couple of things. And on the way back, I'm going to branch into Boxwood Way up towards Mint Walk, where we'll kind of loop back for a finish. A nice little short walk, basically. Bit of exercise, bit of history. So Boxwood Way will be coming back along there and up again towards Mint Walk. So the building straight ahead was the old forge, Warlingham, smithy. There's also another one further up according to an old map, but at least there's a nice reminder of the previous building, now just residential housing. But lovely to see that these things last over time. There'll be cars coming and going, but a little bit further up, this is the meadows as you come up just from the old forge. And just to pan round, we've got Iglesias Road here. But Warlingham Country Club used to be based here. So it was on the 1962 map, it occupied this piece of land. I don't know much about it. I haven't extensively researched it. Maybe you know, it's not that far away in years, but yeah, 1962 map shows it there. This estate was built probably 80s, 90s maybe a little bit after. So yeah, the meadows, former sites of the Warlingham Country Club. I'm going to head back now, past the old forge building, show you a bit more of that from the other angle. I'm assuming they had the whole building. It looks like a kind of chimney stack thing on the side there. Very impressive. Forge Cottage, number 55. Yeah, it is the whole property by the looks of it. Lovely, absolutely beautiful. Always quite like this one as well, got some nice identity to it. Paddock Cottage 1859. Lovely building. Also on that 1962 map it said Warlingham Village Club, where the hall is now, so I think it operated for decades as a club, now a multi-purpose hall. So I have turned into Boxwood Way. So this connects Farleigh Road up to Mint Walk. Also some allotment gardens in the middle. Roughly between the allotment gardens and the back gardens of the houses on the right, there was a miniature rifle range. Looks like the target area was at the top, so you're shooting uphill from what I can tell. So yeah, 1912 map, miniature rifle range. Did you know? And the line of it was sort of in the road near the Horseshoe car park. But we'll get to the area at the top and I'll sort of point it out again. So we continue up Boxwood Way. Did make me think, has anyone ever found any rogue rounds in their garden? Scrap metal cases, the like. So bungalows down here. I remember at least one school friend lived here, and hope you get to see the video. I think I've said before, I know you can do a street view, but it's a bit clunky. And when I posted about this and was reviewing the comments, it was clear that there was a bit of an appetite. So I thought, well, I'll label it Warlingham North, and at least people say, what's that all about? But it is north of Warlingham Green. And I can highlight how much of this joins to areas that I've covered before. There we go. Coming up to the top of Boxwood Way. So yes, the targets would have been really just where the sort of hedgerow starts at the back there, or round about the middle of the picture where the lady and child are walking along now. And it would have gone along for about, I don't know, 20, 30 feet, something like that. And you would have fired up to them from down the hill at Boxwood Way. So some other things popped up on the map here as well. One of them was a building, so references to a laundry over on the right hand side. And I saw that in a sales spec when I was at Surrey History Centre doing some research. And it was offering it for potential development. Don't know exactly what happened. There's a building over the top there that possibly was that laundry building. I'm guessing it's a private house now. And we've got the Scout Hall here and used for preschool and the like. And some other notables that I found on the map were a coal yard. Around about here it says swimming bath, and then a bit further over, about there, middle of the picture, it says paddling pool. Play area at the back there, Warlingham Sports Club immediately behind it. But just in this small space were things that, for me as a local historian, I found quite interesting. So Scout Hall, swimming bath, paddling pool, coal yard, and laundry. So I'm going to walk in this direction to pick up the footpath and then loop around on some of the more open land, shall we say, back to the starting point. So, but some surprising pieces of history on the way. Building looks quite modern there. There's I assume a public footpath through there. So there's a demolition services van. So still a yard. We don't have any coal facilities in the country now. So yeah, it looks like it's demolition related. Maybe sort through and supply the building trade. Nice range of apparatus there. So a bit of a country walk. The point where I thought, yeah, perhaps I should have put the boots on. But you know, there's leaf coverage, so that kind of helps a little. And there'll be a lot more leaf coverage as we go through the next month or two. Filming this in October 2024. There's a little robin that accompanies me on my way, out of camera. Nice little path actually. I've set something up on the channel, a membership option, where for less than the price of a cup of coffee per month, you can join the club, as it were. And one of the things I'd like to do is to be able to join with you on Zoom calls and the like to understand what you think would make better films and overall improve what I do. Extend and improve, I guess. There is a join button and it shows you what you can expect. But it's very much about building a community. I love getting the comments, but I can only respond in a certain way. It's not really conversational in that sense. But if we can have, say, a Zoom type meeting periodically, then it'd be a brilliant way to engage, person to person. So yeah, it's $1.99 a month, and joining details are in the join button below the video. I've got some negotiating to do here. Electric fence sign on the left. These shoes are Gore-Tex, so they give me a bit of protection. There we go. Now, Crew's Place is just down there, featured in one of my country walks, and we're going up here. Next time, the boots will feature. Now, entering the graveyard at All Saints. Which I must say looks extremely well kept. It really is. Well done, everyone. There is one particular double grave situation that I wanted to show you, and it links to really the overall story of the Gardeners and Hamsey Green Airfield, but also Overhill House in Wallingham and the occupants prior to the Gardeners, which was Joseph Swan and his wife. And we've got really quite an impressive grave here, so sort of pan it along. Joseph Wilson Swan, Knight, FRS, DSc, MA and Chevalier, philosopher and inventor. Born Sunderland, 31st of October 1898. Excuse me. Died at Wallingham, 27th of May 1914. And here we've got Dame Hannah Swan, second wife of Sir Joseph Wilson Swan. That's quite something. Lots of inscriptions and things all the way around, but the design of it is incredible, really. It stands out amongst, well, all of them really, in the area. Dora Annie Pitt was the sister of Richard Exton Gardner from Yardley and from Hamsey Green Airfield. Wow, I did not know that that was that's a part of the family I've not studied in any detail, but it's still part of the Hamsey Green Aerodrome story, airfield aerodrome. Wow. I feel I should probably spend more time here and understand more, because so much of it connects to the history that I've told you all about on my walks and talks. And it sort of helps to complete the story in many ways. Actually, this is a separate piece here. So it says, it's got Joseph and Hannah Swan there. I can't really make it clear. It's Dorothy is there. Died at Warlingham, July the 7th, 1911. I don't want to just go and clean it. There might be a way that I could do that, perhaps, just to understand a bit more about it and help to tell the story. Wow. So it's on one of the main pathways here, not far from where you come in. It's just sort of in the middle of the picture. Just walk round to your right as you enter, and you'll see the plot there, and also the pit one as well. And so we end. All Saints Church, Wallingham. Lovely building, loads of history. I haven't done much where I've gone inside these churches, so that may be something that will feature in the future if there'd be an interest. So thank you very much once again for accompanying me on my journey, on my walk and talk. Hope you enjoyed learning about Wallingham North. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the channel, and also put a little like on the video if you liked it, and also consider joining and helping me to support what I do. Look after yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.